let's see who's around tonight. So we're gonna do a little bit of fun tonight with some the Coral Huda Beauty palette. My God, I can't talk. So I'm just gonna wait for a couple people just to hop on. I know it's supper time. I'm gonna prime my skin. So I've already washed my face and everything. I'm going to go in with a little bit of One Drop Wonder and our Sotox. It's kind of like our, I don't even know what that is. I think that's a vacuum cleaner in my house. So I'm going to go in with our Sotox and our One Drop Wonder. So I like to take the One Drop Wonder and I use a little tiny bit, not even a drop, on the back of my hand. Hey Jessie, how's it going today? Big Saturday night. I'm doing makeup just to wash it off and then go watch some Game of Thrones later, I think. So I just like to put One Drop Wonder around my under eyes just because I get really dry under eyes. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of Sotox and a little bit of One Drop Wonder. Kind of mix it on the back of my hand. Being lazy. I'm so tired and I don't understand why. All I want to do is sleep lately. And Jeremy has been great with Keegan, like handling him and letting me sleep, but I still am exhausted. So I really like Sotox and One Drop Wonder just to kind of prep my skin. So I Googled some looks because I was really excited about this Huda Beauty palette. And I know that usually bright yellows are good with blue eyes. So I think I'm going to try a look with the bright yellow today. So I actually Googled like yellow eyeshadow looks and I found a picture of Kylie Jenner, which looks, oh, it's gorgeous. So I'm hoping to redo that look today. So I'm going to spray on a little bit of our primer spray. This, I believe, is a must for underneath our foundations. I kind of sprayed that everywhere. So I like to give that just a minute to kind of, I soaked my shoulder and everything, just to kind of sink in. And the look that she did, which I wish I had like an extra phone so I could show you guys. But she had the bright yellow in her inner corner, a huge big black wing, and then mostly kind of muted tones on her lid. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I think it looks like a really, really fun look. And I'm actually going to even use masking tape to make sure I get a really nice, clean, crisp line. I'm just going to wait for this primer to set on my face. I already did my brows. I use the same things I always use. My It Cosmetics brow gel, and then, hey Dana, hey Melissa, and LimeLife's brow gel in dark. So I kind of got those out of the way. I tried to make them look as natural and even as possible, but it was a battle tonight, I've got to say. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So I think that primer has sat for long enough. I am going to, how am I going to do this? I'm going to go over my lid first. Hey Brittany, with a little bit of our concealer, just to kind of set my, my eyelids. And then I'm going to use some masking tape to kind of tape off, and then we'll get into the eye look. We'll do skin second today, I think. Do you know how hard it was to pair a shirt that would look good with like bright yellow? I was kind of struggling a bit with that. Let me see. I'm just looking for, I like to use like these small little buffer brushes with our concealer and with our foundation. I find that it just helps to blend it out beautifully. I think this is the first like celebrity look I've ever tried to recreate. So fingers crossed. So I'm going to do this on both eyes just to get them primed and ready. So just to let you guys know, we're still having our Boxing Day sales with LimeLife with all of our with all of our holiday bundles. So the one that has got me really excited is our Get Glowing bundle. It's got hand cream in it, it's got moisturizer, it has face mask, and it has a face wash. And there's two different, you can either get for dry skin or for dry to normal, and then one for oily. But we have, did you see that? I almost used the wrong end. We have a ton of deals going on right now with our oil cleanser. So we actually have like a facial oil that's also a face cleanser. There's so many good bundles on right now. It is crazy. If you want to be filled in, shoot me a message. I will definitely help you fill you in on all the different deals. It's kind of crazy. I can't believe, literally, you can try every item that we have for skincare for under $100. Like, it's kind of crazy. So I've got my eyelids on. I just have to set them. I think I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use this banana colored powder and my Smashbox trio to set the concealer. So it's always good if you go in with something that's cream based to kind of set it with a powder over top, especially if you're going to try to blend a bunch of powders on top of that. I find they blend easier when they're set. I know some people like the kind of tackiness of concealer, but that's not me. Okay, so let's get some tape going. So I want a really, really crisp line. So how you can do that is by using masking tape. So you want to start on your lower lash line and head up towards your eyebrow. And that's kind of where you're going to want your wing to be. It's just kind of like that. It's going to look crazy. It's all right. I've looked crazier, right? And some of it's stuck in my hair. Hold on. We're just going to, are we? Yes. Okay, so we're just going to kind of tape that off just so we can have a good line for everything that's going to be blended around it. Same thing on the other side. If you have really delicate under eyes, you can actually take the masking tape on like the back of your hand and kind of lift and peel it off, and it won't be quite as sticky. And those look about as even as my eyebrows. Let me try if I can just get this one. Hey, Sonia. I love seeing all the friendly faces. That looks about even, as crazy as it looks. The tape is doing nothing for my bags. Okay, so now into our Huda Beauty palette. So I'm going to go in, and the look that I'm trying to recreate by Kylie Jenner, it had mostly like neutral tones on the actual lid, just a crazy black wing, and then they used like this bright yellow color on the inner corners. So let's try that. I know I look a bit insane right now. The things I do on Facebook Live some days. So I'm gonna grab a bit of just that middle shade. And focus it right on the crease. Oh, I've got my sponsor messaging me right now, but I don't think she realizes I'm on Facebook Live. So it's a really neutral eye look other than the big pop of yellow on the inner corner. So just gonna put some neutral colors in the crease. Jessie, what brush am I using? This is number 16 by NYX. So you can probably get that in any like Lawton's drugstore. Lawton's usually carries NYX. So I'm just kind of blending around. just to get the sharper kind of line. And her crease was really exaggerated. Oh, excuse me. I don't know. I think I'm getting a touch of a cold, which is just what I need right now. I think I'm actually going to go in a bit with this color and this color. I'm going to kind of hop in between them. And Jessie, this is one of my Luxie brushes I got in my BoxyCharm? I think it's BoxyCharm. And I'm just going to put this on the outer V of my eye. So I'm not really trying to bring it in on the lid or anything. She really didn't have a lot going on her lid. It was mostly just a really dramatic wing. I can't even speak today. You need brushes badly. I would honestly say, I'll send you the website. BH Cosmetics has some amazing brushes for amazing prices. Okay. Oh, I'm so sad. This tape isn't quite where I want it, but I might have to move it. I hope not. So I'm doing the same thing, just kind of in the outer V. That one was a bit more dramatic, so I'll have to pull some over here. That's just my dog scratching, if you guys can hear. Oh, you're welcome, hun. BH Cosmetics has some really nice, I don't want to say inexpensive, but they are fairly priced, in my opinion. So this look is going really orange really fast. So I'm going to go back into that middle shade and just go over top of it and try to kind of mute down that orange a bit. Okay, so I think I can take this color off because that's really all we're going to do on the lids. You see how it gives you that almost crisp, perfect line? Can I go this way? There, and it gives us kind of, I will fix it up a little bit with concealer and stuff as well. So, I could have maybe moved them out a little bit more. I think it'll be okay. I think we can do it. So now we're gonna add that bright pop of color with the yellow. So they actually, yeah, I'm gonna do foundation. I'm all over the place. Let me do foundation and then we're gonna go in and do the inner corner. Okay. You can tell I really planned this out, eh guys? So I'm gonna go in with our foundation. By our, I mean LimeLife by Alcone. It's a wax-based formula. I use Ivory and Olive One. I go kind of in between them. I use more Olive One than Ivory, but I have some real discolorations. So it's very pigmented, if you guys can't tell. Our foundation actually is 50% pigmentation, where if you go for like a full coverage drugstore, you're probably getting around 28%. I love to get like my red cheeks out of the way. I find it, I don't know, it neutralizes my face, if that makes sense. Dana, you're so quiet tonight. Is Dana still watching? I feel like I haven't talked to you in forever. So just get a little bit around there. We're gonna go in with concealer under our eyes. Watch my eyebrows because it did take some work to draw those on tonight. I hope this turns out. I'm slightly worried about how far I have those up. Maybe. Here's hoping. Just a little bit more. And I really use barely any. Is that a powder brush you're applying it with? I have a foundation brush, but I feel like I need... I feel like I need to take more product than you are. I found it really is kind of like just kind of stippling it on. And I just grab a little tiny bit and go over it in really, really thin layers. This brush that I'm using, it's called the Ultimate Blending Brush by e.l.f. But I would say anything that's kind of like dense. If you have the Unique brush that was dual-ended and it had like the concealer on one side and the big fat brush on the other, I would really use the big fat side for your foundation and the little one for your under eyes. Yeah, but it's not quite as fluffy as a powder brush. It's more dense. Sonia, just watching you do magic. Oh, you're so sweet, Dana. Okay, so we've got that on. Let's do some concealer now. But mine, like, you can still see the little imperfections. Like, I don't have a complete mask on, but it does really cover up like my discolorations in my skin, I find. I really love this foundation. So I'm gonna go in with my little, this is by Still, S-T-I-L-L, Spa Essentials. They sell it at Walmart. So that's what I use with my concealer. I'm going to try with a different brush. Absolutely. And I was not liking our foundation at the beginning because I was using way, way too much. So I would say little tiny amounts and just do little tiny layers on top of yourself, if that makes sense. Ah, I dropped my, hold on guys. I dropped my concealer. God dang. Okay. So we'll just highlight a bit underneath the eye. I think that's where I am, maybe using too much. I couldn't believe that I was using too much until I actually stepped back and said, like, because this is the voted the #1 foundation by professionals for like the past 50 years. So I knew I had to be doing something wrong if I wasn't crazy in love with it. Oh, first time viewer. Thank you, Erica Jane Jones. What a title that is. First time viewer. God love you. Thank you. I'm glad to have you. This is LimeLife with a bit of like a Sephora addiction kind of video. Excuse me. So I just use a little tiny bit under my eyes. We did go a little dramatic on this eye. I'm hoping that it will work out when we get a wing on. I think it will. Okay, so we've got most of our, I love the foundation, I agree. Start off with a little at a time, absolutely. I find the foundation can get really out of hand quickly if you use too much. I'm really not liking this edge that I got, but we'll do it. We'll see how it works out. Okay, so now we've got to go in and set our foundation, and God, I'm so disorganized. I thought I pulled everything out that I wanted to use, but obviously not. And Sonia, I didn't like this product either, and it turned out I was using too much of this as well. This is our Perfect Translucent Powder that LimeLife makes. I did not like this at first. I found it gave like way too much white on my face, but I was used to going in with like a loaded beauty blender and baking, and you don't want to bake with this. You just want to lightly grab a tiny bit and just kind of press and dab over your skin. You don't need a big amount of powder to set because you don't have a big amount of foundation on your face. I have an obsession with makeup and cosmetics. Oh, good. I do love my, whoops. I do love my name. I like it. It has quite the jingle to it. I was actually harassing Jeremy because, yeah, he's my partner. and we have a son together, and we're engaged. We've been engaged forever, but I want to take his name because his last name is Casey, and I think Katie Casey sounds like such a cute YouTuber name. So fingers crossed he'll finally put the second ring on it, because I'd like to be Katie Casey. So I'm not using a lot of this. I just like to kind of slowly pat it in. Okay. So we've got it set. Now comes the fun part. I'm going to go in and add the bright yellow. So this color here in the corner, just in the inner corner. I know it sounds crazy, but the picture that I looked up of Kylie doing it looked insane. So I'm hoping this little tiny brush will work well to match a cute lady. Aww. Go to the chapel. I was thinking about just going to like a courthouse. I know we kind of don't have a ton of money right now, but oh, thank you, Erica. Oh, I get so bad for people messaging and I get reading it at the top. Okay, I'm a little scared, so I'm gonna go in with a tiny bit. I tapped off the excess. This is very powdery shade. And we're going to go in and try to do the inner corner like Kylie did. I have a feeling this might go like jaundice looking. Or maybe it won't be as bright as Kylie's. Okay. Sorry if you guys can hear the dog snoring. They get bored of my makeup. So I'm not loving this brush. I wonder what other brush I could use to kind of put some down. I'm going to use our LimeLife number 10 brush and see if I can get some to actually sit down there. Or, maybe this one. I'm going to try this little tiny Luxie brush and see if I can get it to be a bit more pigmented. Because she had like bright yellow, and you guys can barely spray it. It's not a shimmer shade. I don't know if spraying it will bring it up, but I'm gonna try it here in a second. I don't think it was the same. Well, I'm pretty sure the one Kylie Jenner used was from her palette. So I might not. Let me see. Let's put some MAC Fix Plus on it and give it a shot, right? Grab a little bit more. Okay. Whoops, what am I dropping? Another brush. The spraying it is actually taking the stuff off my eyelids. Okay, we're gonna go back in with another brush once I find it. I'm gonna try this brush. It's not a creamy shadow, no, it's really, really powdery. It's the Huda Beauty one. I wonder, it's kind of showing up some now, but now that it is showing up, it's kind of going everywhere. I'm gonna grab a little bit. I think that might be enough of a pop of yellow for me. Darn it. Yeah, let me get it on the other side and see what I can do. Yeah. not happy. That's strange. That spraying it is taking it away. Yeah, it's pulling like the concealer off my eyelid, the spraying it, but it's kind of going on there. So what I'm doing is I'm going in with like a wet layer, and while it's still kind of damp, I'm trying to pile some powder on top of it. I'm gonna see if I have a brighter yellow back in my collection. Just, it's there, but it's not quite as bold as the one she did, but who am I, honestly? Am I Kylie Jenner? No. It's the only one I can think that might, maybe one of the Anastasia. Like, I could try Sphere on top of it, see if that gets it any brighter. So let's add a tiny bit of this kind of lime green. Is that making it look more bright? Kind of. I think I'm honestly going to just call this bright enough and get the eyeliner on. What do you guys think? Yeah, let's hit it with some black eyeliner, and the black eyeliner might really make it pop. Here's hoping. Okay. Yay! Thanks, Erica. So if you guys have not tried our liquid eyeliner, I highly suggest this for one of our products that is like beyond anything else. It is a brush tip applicator, and it is amazing. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do a wing. You guys know I struggle with wings hardcore, but we gotta do it. Okay, we got a little wing going. You'll never use any other eyeliner, right? Like, this eyeliner is insanely good. I needed a breath in there, right? Oh, okay. It's looking good. Are you guys getting the vibe now? The kind of the bright inner corner and the big old wing. Fun, right? Oh, you used to be a rep with LimeLife, Erica? I'm sad that you're not anymore. I truly love it. I really do. LimeLife gives me this kind of ability to get on Facebook Live and share my love for makeup and not look just, I don't know how to explain it. They've got my heart. Okay, before we do this wing, I need to stop and have a drink of water. Good, yes, come back. Please. Because it's honestly a fun company, but I also get, it's work, it's stressful, like you put time, you put effort, you put your heart into it. It's, yeah, it's a double-edged sword, I guess, but I really feel like in my heart that I found where I belong. I'm so scared about this wing. Okay. Whew. There. Yes, I'm really feeling really good about those wings. Like, yes. Oh, thanks, Jessie. It is the best company, hands down. I got really overwhelmed and impulsively resigned. Oh, sweetie. But it is, yeah, it is home, absolutely. I'm so glad you're coming back. And I get it. I think it was the second month I joined LimeLife. My sister ended up in a mental hospital, and then my mom had a heart attack. So I completely get that if life gets overwhelming, usually it's the things that bring us joy that kind of hits the back burner. Oh, thank you, ladies. You guys are so sweet. Now we're going to do lashes. You guys know how much I love lashes, right? I'm going to use my Kiss number 11s. My God, does anyone else when they do Facebook Lives just leave everything in front of them? Like, if you guys could see my makeup desk, I can barely move my arms. It's just like drop and run, drop and run. Okay. So let's get a little bit of glue. Oh, excuse me, I've got the burps. I'm gonna tight line with a little bit of my Pore Urban Decay 24/7 in Perversion. It's getting to the very, what are my favorite brand of lashes? I'm all over the place, honestly. I would think I like Ardell. I like Ardell, or usually I use Kiss for these lives that you can just get at Walmart. I find I'm very much into cruelty-free, so I won't say any that actually use like any of the mink lashes and things, no. And I'm too cheap to buy like velour lashes, so I usually just go with either Ardell or Kiss. Also, there's one on Wish that's called like Cherry Blossom Lashes, I think they're called. And they're very pretty. I just am too like, I'm not above the ball enough to order from Wish. Like, usually I need things like tomorrow. But I know they have some as well. The wings look really nice tight lined, right? I'm horrible at Ash. Definitely need to practice. Good, cruelty free, yes. I have Ardell ones, but I had to cut them because they are too big. A lot of people have to cut their lashes. I am the type of person where I'll just like jam them on and figure out some way to put them on. I feel like this wing is too short, but it can't be. No, I think I'm picky now. Okay, let's get these lashes on. So, where's my tweezers. You guys would think that I'd have this all ready and set to go, right? But not so much. I had them last night. Okay, we're gonna use this set. So I like to take them in their tweezers, grab the back end of a little brush. Is that normal? Yeah, 100%, Jessie. It's normal. Usually that makes them actually look more tailored to you if you trim them to fit your eye. I just like the more the better. I like some really dramatic, huge lashes. Most people should cut them. It bothers me when I don't cut mine. Yeah. Digging in the corner of your eye, absolutely. Yeah, that can get... I also find any of like the wispy kind of ones, like that are really small, are easier to put on than, let me see. Where are all my lashes? There's some that are like have a thicker wide band and they won't bend. Those are awful to put on, like awful. God, how did I get so much stuff on my desk? Okay, so the trick I find with lashes is really wait until they get actually tacky. Oh, thanks, Lexi. You're so sweet. I totally missed the team group supper last night, eh? I love wispies. Wispies I find look the most natural. So I really wait a long time until the glue almost looks like it's going transparent. And then I go on. People are messaging me and I still keep looking up. So I find if I just set them in there first and then just grab the edges. Then I leave them. It was canceled, was because of the storm? It's a good thing I didn't drive up. Oh my. Are they, by canceled, do they mean like postponed? Yeah, 100% wispies are easier to apply because they bend more. If the thicker the lashes you get, the thicker the band are, and they won't actually want to bend and form onto your eyelid. So it takes a bit more glue and placement to kind of hold the ones with thicker bands on. I really highly suggest, if you struggle with, I've got a dog hair on my eyelash. Hold on a second, guys. If you struggle at all with lashes, to get a set of like, I think these are like 12 bucks, Kiss lashes at Walmart, and just keep playing with them, keep putting them on, taking them off, putting them on, taking them off, and it will get, like, feel more normal. I'm just putting some glue on this one. And honestly, Erica, it is so much easier to put them on if you wait for the glue to get really, really tacky. So when you go in, they grab right onto your eye. It's a lot easier. Jen canceled it because of the weather. Oh, that's sad. Shoot. I didn't even get to see Melissa while she was down. Okay. I had a little corner sticking up. So we gotta just wait for a minute. Oh, everyone was bad at it when they first started makeup. I swear to God. I'm old enough, well, I'm 36 now, so when I started makeup, like, that was the ugly age. That was like, no one knew what a transition shade was. Like, no one knew. I remember, like, there was no bronzer. We just wore blush. Like, it was bad in the 90s. So everyone goes through that painful kind of stage with makeup. That lash went on so easily. Had to redo it, and black lash glue is the devil. Black lash glue is the devil. Yes, absolutely. Oh, I missed another part. I'm usually so good with applying my lashes, but last night I picked up the double wisp. Oh man, yeah, those are tricky and hard to put on. They don't bend much at all. Black lash glue is like the worst thing on earth, yes. I thought it was going to be so easy, and it never even, like, it won't match the black that your black eyeliner is. I like, this is my favorite, Duo, and that awful black, I know exactly which one you're talking about, the Ardell black lash glue, horrible. So, speaking of bronzer, let's get some bronzer on this face. I think I'm going to use a little bit of Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. And I'm going to grab just kind of dual fiber brush. Grab a little tiny bit and start bronzing up. She had a really natural looking makeup to go with this, so I'm hoping to kind of do the same thing. God, I love bronzer. Just makes everything look a little better. Get my big old forehead contoured a bit. Oh, I used to sit in front of my mirror in front of countless, see more hours every day. I used to do my friends' makeup a lot. So for hours I would do my makeup and then I'd do my friends' makeup. But looking back now, I kind of feel bad for them. I wasn't that great back in the day. So I am going to grab a little bit of this and try to kind of contour my nose a bit. I know in the picture of Kylie's, she has her nose so contoured. Anyone that's just joining in, we're trying to do a Kylie Jenner kind of relook. I'll post the picture of what I was trying to follow. Do you guys ever feel like nose contours just get out of hand very quickly? I get really concerned that I always look like dirty or crazy. You guys think that looks all right? I hope so. Okay. Blush. We're gonna use one of my bougie blushes. Like this one is, what is it? Does it even have a color? I can't pronounce it. It's in French. It's that bougie. Chakra, I think. Chanel. So we're gonna add a little bit of this to our cheeks. I think everyone needs to work on their nose contour. This one's still like a little muddy from the side. If I look at you guys straight on, it looks good, but on the side, it looks a little muddy. Okay, so we'll add a little bit of this bougie blush right to the apples of her cheeks. Like we're smiling. Oh, thanks, Dana. And then we're going to go in with some mascara. I'm going to go in with good old L'Oreal Voluminous Black Mascara to get our lashes and our fake lashes mixed in. I'm going to do just a little bit on the outside of with mascara on the bottom, but not, oops, I got some of my own hair. but not the actual whole under eye. Where is, I've got a hair somewhere on here. Go back in and get a bit, this poor mascara. Oh, you are so sweet. Thank you, Erica. I don't think the yellow is quite as bold as what she has, but I will definitely post the inspirational pic. Absolutely. Okay, so now we're gonna hit up with some highlighter. Those lashes don't feel quite right. We're gonna do some Hourglass Ambiance because I am hooked on this powder. So let's just grab a little bit on a dual fiber brush. Highlight our cheekbones a little bit, the tip of our nose, our Cupid's bow. And you guys will see in the inspirational picture when I post it, she doesn't have a lot of highlight on. What do you use to clean your lashes so you can reuse them? I pull off the glue with my fingernails, and then I just use baby oil and paper towel. I know it doesn't sound like the most glamorous way to clean them, but that's how I do it. Now, and lips. Because this look, we're going to use Kylie Jenner's lip liner in Candy K. And we're going to overdraw our lips as much as possible. I suck at overdrawing my lips. I really do. But I'm going to try. Okay, let's see. And then we're gonna go over top of them with good old faithful, this is Purely Nude Matte by Maybelline, number 535. This is like the nude for the palest people. I was told coconut oil and paper towel too. Yep, absolutely, coconut, any kind of oil will work. I just barely wear them. Yeah, I love wearing false lashes. But I need and want to start, absolutely. Okay guys, I'm gonna just put a little bit of setting spray on, and that's the completed look. I can't wait. Let's make sure this all sets well. Oh, thank you, Krista. So I will post the inspired Kylie kind of look. I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in and chit-chatting and staying with me while I do this look. It was really, really fun. Again, we have some crazy specials right now for Boxing Day with our skincare. There is some makeup as well that's on sale. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. Oh, thank you, Erica. That is so sweet. I really try to be real and just like down to earth and try to make makeup accessible for kind of everyone. Oh, thank you. My room is actually the garage. Katie, do you have wedding cake enduring lip color? I do not have wedding cake. My neighbor has wedding cake. If you want me to see if I can get a good swatch for you, Jessie. Okay, I'm gonna hop off and see if I can get some good selfies, and then I will post down in the comments, and I will post on my page as well the look that Kylie did. Okay? So I love you guys. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and thank you so, so much for tuning in. Bye.